Double cup, big Campari, holy nuts. I don't want friends, I want Audis. Smoking on booth in his Maui. I check the bitch like I'm Mari. Sorry, bitch, I don't say sorry. Look at my cup, it got dope. I been a rover like.
Welcome to Slightly Modified, and when I say slightly, I really do mean slightly modified. That's Davin over there doing something right now. This is more of an intro. This is my first video, so I want to show off what we have for cars, what's going to be in the channel. Obviously, we're going to be buying new cars. Modifying different things. We have 4 cars in total right now and a moped, so that's not too bad. Something to do. But well, should we start with my daily? This is my 2007 Subaru Outback. It is on coilovers and JNC wheels. Nothing really too fancy about it. It is 5-speed. The roof rack came off my dad's Kia that he blew up. Nothing too special about it. It's my neighbors over there. We can start off. Like I said, there's nothing to this one. It's a daily driver. Yeah, we also have other people too, like my buddy Joe is going to be building a really sick Civic. Can't talk about it though, because you know they just have D-Series. Fucking Honda owners. But my buddy Tanner, right? Tanner. 700 horsepower Dodge Stealth. It was a VR4 twin turbo. It is now a single turbo, but he's working on the clutch right now as I'm shooting this video. So who else? This is my buddy's 1996 3000 GT SL. JDM side marker headlights, aftermarket headlights. They're the clear housing, only found on the
94 Dodge Stealth. Glass headlight. It's highly sought after for RoboMod.
It's a nice little car. He's doing body work on it. He's working on that. Then we can go off to my girlfriend's 2009 Mazda Speed 3. This one will be in the channel very often because it's the fastest running car that we have right now. And I'll explain that in a second when we move on to the project car, the main channel. But this one has a Cobb access port, Cobb exhaust, and Cobb intake, lowered on lowering springs in the front, and the rear is stock. The rear does have Godspeed camber arms, a little bit of poke, 9.5 inch wide. It's a nice little car. She loves it. It is manual. I think all of them come manual. So she drives that. It's kind of just her daily, more or less. It's being stored this winter. We have a lot of cars being stored this winter, dude. Like all of them. And let's get to the biggest pile that we have. Not really. I love the car. It's not running. This is going to be the main star of the channel. My 2012 Subaru WRX.
I'm all alone again, out of my own again, running from home again. You always telling me you can do better, shut up and show me then. I don't got time for this, I laid on the line for this, told you in confidence, all of my secrets and all of my woes. You took all of my soul. I'm all alone again, I'm all alone again, I miss the way we stay up so late, just laughing together. With so many problems, somehow it was still like it couldn't get better. Now it's just grudges and grief, constantly juggling beef. I call every couple of months, but you don't respond for a couple of weeks. I know that you think I have plenty, but 24/7 I'm running on empty. I am amazed that I am still going when my biggest hero is rooting against me, resents me. There's no other choice but to give up and go. Even though I miss you having my back, it gets easy as the distance grows. I'm all alone again, out of my own again, running from home again. You always telling me you can do better, shut up and show me then. I don't got time for this, I laid on the line for this, told you in confidence, all of my secrets and all of my woes. You took all of my soul. I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I could spill all of my guts on the record and you wouldn't recognize none of it. I try to communicate with you, but you always take it as punishment. Everything wrong is everyone's fault and never your own. Every time I reach out to help, end up wishing that I had just left you alone. The cellular phone been ringing all day. Don't deal with your problems, you sleep them away. I cannot think of a reason to stay. A simple I'm sorry is the least you could say. Needless to say, I ain't holding a grudge, but when you need something, I know not to budge. No, not a nudge, that's what it is, forget what it was. I'm all alone again, out of my own again, running from home again. You always telling me you can do better, shut up and show me then. I don't got time for this, I laid on the line for this, told you in confidence, all of my secrets and all of my woes. You took all of my soul. I'm on the road. I'm on the road. All my friends are strangers now. All my friends are strangers now. Even you, even you. I'm on the road. I'm on the road. Even you. I'm on the road. I'm on the road.
Just washed it. It's been down how long?
7 or 8 months.
Yeah. Fun story behind this car. I owned it, I bought it from somewhere about 40 minutes away. Drove it home. It was fine. It drove great. It did everything it was supposed to do. But then 4 weeks later, we drove down to Automotion 2K18. And oh man, I was driving this leading. I lead most of the time, 80%, 95% of the time I lead. But that's just because everybody's okay with me getting pulled over. Thanks guys. So we put Davin in the back. Well, he can get pulled over. But 4 weeks in owning it, we were driving down to Automotion in Wisconsin Dells. We live in Wisconsin, so it's about a 3-hour drive-ish. And I was leading, my dad was behind me in the camper because we just camped down there for the whole entire weekend. And we turn a corner, and I go and hit the clutch, and the car dies. I just thought it was running rich. I just got it tuned a few days before that. And then I drive a little bit farther, hit the clutch, the check engine light starts flashing, and it just shuts off. So I run the code real quick. Timing jumped. Woo!
Spent the entire weekend doing timing instead of enjoying Automotion.
Yeah. Entire weekend. Well, here comes a diesel. I don't know if I want to cut that out or not. We'll figure that out when the video's done. But then we swapped it about a month and a half later with a EJ20X, which is known to have forged bottom end and forged crankshaft and forged rods, but aluminum heads. That's a nice Beamer. And we put that in, it had some issues, but it ran good, got it tuned, 18, 19 PSI. But we beat the piss out of it, because we threw it together really fast, put it in, beat the piss out of it. I only had the car for 4 weeks, and it blew up, so I was pissed, so I rushed it, shouldn't have rushed it, got it running, drove for a while, and then on my way to work, I threw 2 rods out the bottom. So now we're on to engine 3. We bought engine 3. We put a unequal length headers back onto it with a Grimspeed crossover pipe, with a Grimspeed up pipe, with the 40mm external wastegate by tile, and then the VF52 turbo, which was stock. We had ID 1000cc injectors and a 340 AEM fuel pump for E85. Got it running, and this is what it sounded like. And then, yeah, that's what it sounded like. So we actually might have not blown it up. It might not. It sounded like it was blown up right when we got it. But we farther looking into it, we the up pipe, the header to up pipe connection was loose, and that was very loud. So it does need a new exhaust pulley, exhaust cam gear, because it was warped out by the bolt a little bit because it was sitting a little too far off. So I'm gonna get that replaced. I sold my up pipe, so I'm gonna get a new up pipe, and we're gonna slap it all back together because I have everything else still, and we're gonna throw it back in here and see if that was the issue or not. And if it's not the issue, and it's actually blown up, well, then we have a built engine coming. But if it was the issue and it's not blown up, we still have a built engine coming. We're just gonna drive the WRX again since 4 fucking months ago. Woo! Yeah. So Davin, he'll be in pretty much all of my videos, every single one. We also have a moped, but it's under construction.
We're known to break things.
It's low, it's scraped. You can see the, okay, I'm JB welding the shit, I don't care. Put a hole in the oil pan so it was leaking out. That would explain the fairly large mess of oil underneath these rigs. So we'll have that fixed. That's no big deal. Alright, thank you for watching. Awkward, I'm very terrible at being videotaped. I usually do the videotaping. So, if you like the moped, give it a like and subscribe. Don't show the trash can, show the moped. No, same thing. And yeah, we'll be doing, I'm gonna cut that. We'll be doing a lot more with these cars. Mainly, this one's gonna get the most attention. Well, for a few reasons of not having an engine in it. Her car is, there's plans for that one involving a little hood tractor flap action going on. And then Davin should be buying a new car pretty soon. Thank you.
Double cup, big country, holy nuts. Out of my friends, I want Audis. Smoking on booth in his Maui. I check the bitch like I'm Mari. Sorry, bitch, I don't say sorry. Look at my cup, it got dope. I been a rover like.